Hey songwriters, I'm going to share with you in this video the one thing that I see stops so many songwriters from writing great songs that they can go on and release with people all around the world, or just feel proud of when they hear that song back. Now, my name's Daniel Burl, I'm the founder of Songwriters International. If you are a songwriter who wants to develop their craft, their lyrics, their structures, their overall songwriting skills, then you're in the right place. I've also got a completely free training where I walk you through my entire songwriting process from A to Z, and I'll share with you how then to pitch those songs and monetize them. So you can go ahead in the description below and register for that training. Now, without further ado, let's jump on in to this. Now, one of the big major issues I'm seeing a lot of the time, and I've seen for many years to this point, having critiqued lots of songs, given feedback for many songwriters, and also my own journey as a songwriter, is the lack of melodic contrast. Now, the melody is what we sing, or it could be done on the guitar, it could be a production melody. Wherever you do it, most commonly it's with our vocal. Wherever you do it, you want the sections of the melody to be different. Now, example of this is you have a verse and a chorus. The verse and the chorus melodically should be different. You should be able to differentiate the two sections. You should be able to go, this is my verse melody, and then the chorus melody should be completely different to what we've just heard. But a lot of the times I'm seeing melodies that are almost identical in how they sound to the listener. So unfortunately, that's going to increase the chances of the listener clicking on to a next song, or us not feeling very proud of the song that we've written, and it not being very impactful. So I've got my guitar out because I want to give you some examples of this. And I'm just going to come up with an idea off the top of my head. I'm going to create a melody that is going to have a verse and a chorus structure, and just hear how it sounds very similar, and it has no melodic contrast. So let's go straight into a verse first. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da da da, da da da, da da da. And let's do a chorus. Now you can see from that example, we've got a verse and a melody in the chorus that sound very similar. You can't really differentiate the two sections that much. Yes, there's a slight variation, but there's not enough. And I'm seeing so many songs that follow that same kind of concept, where the verse is so similar to the chorus, so when the listener is hearing this song, or we're listening back to it, we're not really feeling that feeling like we're proud, it's impacting, it's doing everything that we want it to do. Now let's give another example where I'm going to create a verse melody, then I'm going to create a chorus melody, but you'll be able to differentiate the two sections very clearly. And then I'm going to share with you the actual theory that I'm using to be able to do this easily. So let's start with the verse. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Let's go to a chorus. Now, you can see from those two examples that we've just put together. First example, melodically, it was very similar. The second example there, you can clearly differentiate that's our verse and that's our chorus. And that's the way that we should be able to clearly understand if we've done it right, or if we have melodic contrast in our song. So I want to share with you the theory that I'm putting in behind this. So the first thing I want to share with you is what I call the melodic roller coaster. Okay? Imagine your song a little bit like a roller coaster, and in particular, the melody. Now, if you've ever been on a roller coaster, you'll be able to visualize this. If not, you'll understand still where I'm coming from. So a roller coaster has lots and twists and turns. It lifts you up and then it drops you down. And then it builds you back up again, and it pings you back down to the ground and leaves you with this sense of having a thrill and excitement. The same concept should be applied to a song. It should build you up and it should take you up melodically, and then it should drop you down. And you should have that to clearly differentiate the two sections. But how do we do it? Well, I'm going to share with you two things. We have what we call a static melody and a disjunct melody in particular. Now, we've got other melodies that we can use, but these are the greatest ones we can use as songwriters. Now, a static melody is what it says on the tin. It's a melody that is very static. It doesn't move very much. It's very straight in how we sing and deliver it. If you had a pen and paper, imagine you were drawing it, it would just be a straight line. It's melodically designed not to move very much. Let me give you an example of this. Da, ba, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And that's our static melody. Now, you can hear back with that, and you can hear that it doesn't move very much. Its focus is on delivering the story. That would typically be a verse melody. It's where we want to deliver and emphasize the lyric. It's where we can get really descriptive for the listener and just introduce them into the song. And then we flip that on its head and we do what we call a disjunct melody, where melodically it's not very straight. It's designed to move up and down and left and right, and melodically just move us all over the place. And that's a great place to be for the chorus. Now, as well, what you can do a lot of the time to make this easier is just go up the octave. So if you're singing here, and da, 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 then you can just go an octave higher. Or in some cases, not all the time, you could maybe even go the octave lower. But to keep this simple, for the chorus, you typically want to go a little bit higher vocally, or at least melodically, either in production or on the guitar. So let me give you an example of this in a chorus of how we would use the disjunct melodies. 3, 4. Hey, give me all, 'cause I can't pick and put it now. I know but you can pick and pick it all about. Give me your heart, I know why I've been fun. Bob, oh, ballin', bob, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Something like that. Now, you will obviously use this in your songwriting process, and you won't just mumble out lyrics or sing out melody ideas. You would write the song and make it a little bit more concrete. But that's the kind of background of how we would go about it. You would use a static melody, typically for your verses, and then have that disjunct melody melodically moving more for that chorus. And we're using the melodic roller coaster theory of how the song should be continually evolving and take the listener on a melodic roller coaster. It picks them up, it drops them down, takes them high, takes them low. And that type of movement is what's going to engage listeners, or at least leave us as songwriters feeling like we've written a really good song. So one more time, I'm just going to give you an example that comes to me off the top of my head. I'm going to go from a static melody in the verse into a disjunct melody in the chorus, and then I'm going to drop back into a static melody in the verse. So you can see how this melodic roller coaster theory of using static and disjunct melodies will take the listener on a song that has that melodic contrast and is continually evolving. So we're going to start with the verse. I don't know why I don't I don't know Let's do a chorus. 'Cause I've been waiting for them, but I feel like I've been falling apart. I feel like I've been picking, but I feel like I've been falling apart. Every time I know I have been falling apart. Back into that verse now. I've been And that's how we actually build out a song that has that melodic contrast and uses the melodic roller coaster theory. That's how we separate the two sections of our song. If we have a pre-chorus, then again we use the same theory of differentiating the sections. If we have a bridge, we differentiate that section too. But just for using a simple structure of verse into chorus, you can see how you can clearly identify these two sections within the song. We can hear the verse and we can hear the chorus because they sound different. But the biggest mistake, and the one thing that holds so many songwriters back, is that they have a song that feels so melodically the same throughout the entirety of the song. And that's why you listen back and you feel like it's not maybe hitting in the way that you want it to. You're not proud of what you're creating. I don't feel it's as strong as it can be. So go ahead, use this theory of using that static and that disjunct in your songs for that melodic roller coaster. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please consider dropping us a subscribe somewhere around this video for more videos just like this. As I mentioned earlier on, we've got a completely free training that I would love to share with you that goes into depth on my entire process. So you can watch that below in the description and click that and go and register. And I will look forward to seeing you over on another video.